Oh, morning everybody, it's Pete here from my Slimming World blog. So the last couple of weeks I lost half a pound last week and maintained this week, and the main reason for that was that I just cheated on the throughout the week really. And I think the key thing, which is the lessons learned, is that life is not always very easy. And for the last couple of weeks, both myself and the wife have had quite stressful weeks at work. But the one thing that I'm really taking from this is that because I'm on Slimming World and because I weighed, so I did half-pound loss, and it kind of just ticked between half off and maintain on the scales. It was like, oh yes, I've lost half a pound. Oh no, I'm maintained. So even though I had really stressful weeks and had a bit more chocolate than I should have in the week, I'm still on the diet or on the eating plan. And I think what I've learned over the last couple of weeks is that if I hadn't have been weighing in over the last couple of weeks, then I could have easily put on quite a bit of weight, probably 4 or 5 pounds over those 2 weeks if I hadn't have been weighing. But what happened was I was good for a lot of the week, probably 70% of the weeks in the last 2 weeks I've been pretty good. And I've had some days where I felt fed up and that I'm not enjoying the plan and all those type of things. But what I've really learned out of it over the last 2 weeks is that because I've stayed within the plan and I've gone to weigh on Saturday mornings, I've maintained my weight. Well, I've lost half a pound over the last 2 weeks. I've probably lost a pound actually, because really I'm half a pound heavier, lighter this week as well. So my view on it is that I've dodged a bullet. I had 2 very difficult weeks, and the wife was away in both of these last 2 weeks, so she's really struggled with being away and trying to keep on plan when she's out with clients and various things. It's really hard to stay on plan when everyone around you and you're out with clients and they're eating nice food and you're on jacket potato and steak or whatever it is that you're having to have. So I really understand, why the wife's not been able to keep to plan for the last 2 weeks. And for me, I feel like I dodged a bullet because I haven't put any weight on, so I'm still stone and 4 pounds lost. And what the good thing about that is that we're on a new week now. New week, new plan for the week, and we're gonna have a better week this week, and we haven't put any weight on. So I'm kind of pleased with that, and kind of a bit fed up that I haven't been able to do it properly. But I think life isn't always as straightforward as you would like, and you have good weeks and bad weeks, and stressful weeks and better weeks. And I think in some ways it kind of just helps you to analyse how your emotions and your feelings impact the way you eat things. So for me, I think I'm using it as a bit of an analysis of myself and what my eating patterns are. So the other thing I wanted to note was that they say in Slimming World and generally in weigh-ins that you're not supposed to weigh at home. I've got some very accurate Salter scales that are exactly 1.5 pounds heavier than the Slimming World scales. And what that's allowing me to do is to look at how my body works during the week. So when I get to weigh in on a Saturday, that's my lowest weight for the week generally, and then over the next couple of days I tend to put a couple of pounds on, and then from Tuesday onwards I'm starting to lose weight again. So I don't necessarily agree with the fact that you're not supposed to weigh at home. I think you just need to get some accurate scales, understand all the stuff that's in your body. Because what Mitch and I have realised is that if we take some fibre or whatever on a Wednesday and Thursday and are able to vacate all the food in our bodies by Saturday weigh-in, then we'll lose more weight. So one thing that was interesting was when I woke up yesterday morning at 5 a.m. I was 18 stone 2 on the scales. Sorry, I wasn't. I was 18 stone 0 and 3/4. Yeah, 18 stone 2 with my clothes on. And I know that it's £1.50 different to the scales at Slimming World, so that put me at 18 stone and a half. And my weight at Slimming World was 13 and a half. So I knew that in order to maintain, I needed to get down to 18 stone and £1 with my clothes on. So I went to a later weigh-in because I was able to, do various things in the bathroom in order to lose £1 before that 9:30 meeting. But if I'd have gone at 7:30, I would have put £1 on. So that's an interesting thing, isn't it? About your body and functions and different things that you can. Like last Saturday when I woke up with my clothes on, I was 18.3. By the time I went to the 11:30 weigh-in, I was 18 stone 1 on the scales. So what does that tell you? So if you're putting £1 on or £0.5 on, then potentially it might be that you're just storing that food in your body and you haven't got rid of it, which is why the next week when you've put weight on in week 1, it's gone through your system by week 2 and you lose more weight. So probably for you guys, you get like £1 on and then £2 off the following week because of those things. But for me, I like to analyse, how all that goes really. But my plan for this week is that I'm just going to try and be on plan all week. So we had a couple of nice things yesterday, Subway breakfast and what have you. And I'm going to try and be very strict with myself this week and keep on plan and see what happens. And then if that Saturday is ruining my weight loss for next Saturday, I'll just go back on plan with 30 points on the Saturdays and then stick to 20 points in the week. So so I've been starting to do online shopping with Iceland because they've got Slimming World, they've got Muller Lights, they've got Slimming World burgers, they've got Disco Crisps, they've got wholemeal rolls. So it seems pretty well set up on the Iceland side for Slimming World. So what I've been doing is just doing a weekly shop that gets delivered on a Saturday for my new plan for the week, and then I've got everything that I need in order not to cheat. So what I'm trying to do is stick with Muller Light yogurts, 2 or 3 or 4 of those a day, and then have 3 5-sin chocolate bars for the rest of my sins to take me up to 20 sins. So I'm supposed to have 30 sins on my current weight, but I'm just finding that I'm not losing on 30, so I'm moving it down to 20. So I think the key thing that I want to take out of this week is that it's okay to be scientific about Slimming World and understand your body, what your functions are, what hits your buttons, what makes you cheat. So I'm hoping that the wife will be back on Slimming World with me this week. She's been off plan for 3 weeks, so that'll make my life easier. Hopefully I'll lose a bit, honestly. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, that's it for this week. Hope that's helpful. Please like, subscribe and comment. Stone 4, so not too bad. Going for my stone and a half and my 10% in the next few weeks. Hopefully I can lose £1.5 a week in order to get that 1.5 stone in the next fortnight. So anyway, I'll report back next weekend, and thanks for subscribing, watching, ring the bell, subscribe, comment, like, blah blah blah. Alright, thanks a lot, bye.